Hello everybody, this is Oak Tree Tarot Reader here and welcome to my pick a card video. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that's left kind comments on my other videos and liked them and even subscribed. It's brilliant. Thank you very much for letting me know that your choices have resonated with you and have helped you in some way. It really does mean a lot. Today we're going to be looking at how can I find love, or even why am I not finding love. We're going to be looking at the obstacles that you face. You know, this could be actions that you are taking, choices you're making, your personality traits maybe. Then we'll look at what you've got going for you, so the things that you do right and what's pleasant about you and actions that you are currently taking, and then we'll look at sort of actions you can take, advice for you in what you can do to find love. Now, sometimes the reason we don't find love is that we're just simply not open to it. You know, that maybe we think that we're too unattractive, that we don't feel that the right person for us exists, or that we're meeting them at all. Maybe that you think that you're going to the wrong places. Unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly where to go to meet the right kind of person, but I can tell you what you can change about yourself that will make it more likely that you will find the love that you desire. So remember that this is a general reading aimed at a lot of people, not you as an individual. I can do you a personal individual reading. Please email me on oaktreetarotreader@gmail.com and we'll sort that out for you. Otherwise, I want you to take this lightheartedly. You know your own self and you'll know what's the truth and what resonates with you and what does not apply, because it's not very likely that all the cards in the reading will apply exactly to every aspect of your life. It may be that only one or two cards make sense. Okay, so what I want you to do is choose between number 1, number 2 and number 3. I want you to close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, calm your mind and think about the 3 choices and use your own inner knowing and make the choice. You'll just hopefully will know instinctively which set is for you, and trust your first instinct. Don't doubt yourself and overthink it. Okay, if you need a little bit more time in the quiet, just press pause and then check the description box for the timestamps of when your reading will start. Okay. Right, welcome back everybody that chose reading 1. Here are the 3 cards that reveal essentially what you are doing wrong. These are the obstacles to you finding love. They might be external obstacles, or there might be obstacles in the choices you make, what you make a priority in your life. But remember, whatever the obstacles are, they can be removed. So we've got Ego, I think that should go first, 9 of Spring and Princess of Autumn. So Ego is the Devil card in the traditional tarot. We also have the 9 of Spring, which is the 9 of Wands, and the Princess of Autumn, which is the Page of Pentacles. So straight off, it's completely clear that you are focused on the material. For some of you, that means you're really all about the money. You're focused on having the best car, the best clothes, the best phone, the best shoes. Some of you, it's all about buying lots of makeup every month. You're really, really, I would say, trapped in materialism. We've got the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items and getting caught up in fear and worry. For those of you that, I like nice stuff, but I don't run myself into debt. I don't buy what I can't afford. It could be the caught up in fear and worry that's the real issue. You could be bound by something, your own emotions, your own fears, referring back to that feeling unattractive, so you feel you need to wear lots of makeup and For some of you, wearing revealing clothes, that you place an awful lot on how you look. We've got the happy news about your career promotions or scholarships and well thought out plans that go perfectly. So some of you are really focused on your careers more than anything else. It's all about what you can earn, how getting the good grades, getting the best job, making sure you get what you're worth. And the Nine of Spring, which is the Nine of Wands, it's about having lots of challenges and sort of being down but not out. So I think that you really do focus on what you've got and defending what you've got and not giving up. I don't think you're the type that really gives up easily on what you want. So if your aim is to have lots of material goods, you're not giving up on that. You must have the nice things and the lifestyle that you aspire to. What I would say to you, if you feel that resonates, that you feel you need to look beautiful at all times, that you must have the most fashionable clothes, that you must always be on social media and get lots of likes and lots of favourites and lots of comments on posts that you make or whatever website you use, that you're really truly attractive to people, not by what you look like, but how you make them feel. If you are pleasant, kind, funny, witty, fun to be around, have similar interests, and you care about what they say, that you listen to them, and you try and be a good partner that wants to, I suppose, invest and take care of the person that you're with, you will be the perfect 10. If you make them feel good about themselves, if you make them feel witty and attractive and beautiful, no matter what they physically look like and what they earn and what they can buy with their money, you will be the best person in the world. It truly doesn't matter what you look like, but it really truly matters how you make the other person feel. Because your obstacle is that you're rooted in the physical, in the material, in possessions and money and appearances and the shallow, ego-driven, ego-driven things that society demands of us today about likes and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and that I feel I've been a bit harsh towards you then, and some of you think, might feel quite defensive. There's nothing wrong with being part of the world and being fashionable and up to date, but the obstacle is that you're going too far into that mindset and into that energy. You're going too far into the material. The devil's sometimes about addiction. Are you addicted to certain things? It doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol, although for some of you that may be the case. You're addicted to keeping up with the Joneses, or making sure that you can get the best trainers or hats or jackets, and anything that in your society, in your group, it makes you the premier person. You're devoted to that, and that's the problem. You're just too far into the material. But don't run away, don't go off and feel bad. I don't want you to feel bad at all, because you're not all bad. This is just the obstacle to you finding love. For some of you, you're just too devoted to making money in order to get these things, and you don't leave any time for anyone else in that. But these are the 3 things that are going right for you, that's attractive about you, that you're doing properly in the pursuit of finding love. And we have Temperance, the Knight of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. So Temperance is balance, and I will, this is 14 and that's 15. Temperance is about being healthy, about the ebb and flow of life. It's about not taking more than you need and giving what you don't need. It's about emotional balance, as well as, I think for some of you, economic balance. So I think some of you have recognised that you've been in an unhealthy mindset, that you've devoted too much of your life to one thing, and in which case is the material here. Or whatever in your life, if the material doesn't resonate, You are now recognizing that you've gone too far one way and that you're trying to balance out your life. And that's how much time you spend on one thing if you're a workaholic, or if you spend too much time with your friends having fun and not enough time with your family. You're balancing it out. So that's what's going well for you. For others, what's attractive and what's, compelling about you is that you are balanced, that you come across as serene and untroubled. You don't get upset and dramatic and chaotic about anything, that you're just easy to be around. We also have the Knight of Cups, and I feel very strongly that for most of you, what's going right for you is that you are actively looking for love. The Knight is an active card. It's about drive, about pursuing a goal, and about an offer of love, about physically offering love. So I think the fact that you're even looking at this video and thinking, what can I do to improve my chances of finding real love, is that you're just taking action. You're doing the right thing. Some of you are going to be joining dating apps or going to places in your local area where you'll meet the right kind of person. Joining groups, taking up hobbies where you'll meet a like-minded person. You're also leaving behind that which does not work for you emotionally. 8 of Cups is about moving on. Some of you it will be physically, but really it's about emotionally. You've let go of something. I feel it's connected to something that you're addicted to, or that's unhealthy for you, or that you've recognised you're working far too hard, or you're focused too much on money, and that you're missing out on something, and that you're now in a place where you can emotionally leave something behind that has either hurt you or held you back. And that's the positive, that you basically are ready now to change your life, balance it out, actively look for love, and let go of the things that don't serve you anymore. And that's what's going for you. In terms of being attractive to other people, they see that. They see that you're ready for a long-term commitment, or at least to meeting people with the potential of getting married to them. You're not looking for cheap flings or short-term romances that fit into your schedule. You're looking for the real thing, and that's what's going for you. So I feel I don't need to say what these are, but obviously I will, because I've dealt them out. These 3 cards are what positive action that you can take. So things that you can do in the pursuit of love, and I feel that you're already actually doing that. But what we've got: reconciliation, flirt, and it's up to you. Well, that straight off just reiterates that it's up to you and you're doing it. I feel that you're a very empowered person regardless, and that it's all up to you to leave behind this energy and move towards the letting go and actively looking for love and pursuing it. It's all to you. You have the absolute power to do it. So it's all down to you. I don't feel that fate's going to hand you anyone. I feel that you're one of the people that needs to go out and get it. Go out and get it. You'll meet the right person when you go out and do it, and it's up to you to pursue things. You do need to be more light-hearted. So some of you might be a bit serious about this. So you need to be light-hearted, flirt, be smiley, be open. Don't take things too seriously generally in your demeanour. And reconciliation. Now for some of you, this really does mean reconciling with an old partner. That somebody from your past is going to come back, and why it didn't work before, but this time you want to make it work. Remember the message, the offering of love, the pursuit of love. Some of you feel more balanced about what happened in the past, and that you're ready to move towards this old relationship with a new energy and a new wisdom. Some of you, you're moving away from this old relationship. You're reconciling your feelings about it. You're letting go of the failure and the hurt that it caused, and you're moving on to pastures new. And that's where the reconciliation comes from. Some of you will need to get back with your ex, and others of you will need to let them go completely. And you will now know, those of you, which it is. You'll know that you've had an opportunity of going back to someone and you're like, no, sorry, it's over. And I know in my own self that I will not go back to that relationship, that it's run its course and it's over and it's done. And others of you have had a message from somebody you went to school with or worked with, or that you dated for a while and they're back in town, or that, like they've never really let go of it and they're like, come on, let's just give it another go. And you're feeling that maybe you're in a position to do that. Trust your own inner knowing and your own wisdom. You need to think about what you're doing and whether it's the right thing for you. Some of your exes are bad news. The relationship ended for a reason. Doesn't mean that you can't go back and have a chat to them, meet them in a coffee shop and catch up, see how it's going, so that you actually know and you think, no, it is over, and you've got closure of some time, and that allows you then to open up to meeting new people. For others of you, it's a case of right time, right place, that now you're in a position to be with that person and they are too, and that it will work this time. But it's, you know whether you want to go back or you don't. So I hope that has helped you. I really wish you all the best for the future, whatever happens. Please take very good care of yourself, and thank you very much for listening. Bye. Hello everybody. This is reading 2. So these 3 cards are your obstacles to finding love. There could be external factors or the choices that you are making, the way, not the way that you are as a person, because that implies there's something wrong with who you are as a person. And that probably isn't true, but it may be the priorities of your life, that you haven't got things in balance. Whatever doesn't resonate, leave behind. Remember, it's a general reading, so not everything will necessarily completely apply. So we've got the Ace of Autumn, the Ace of Winter, and the Nine of Autumn. So Ace of Autumn is the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Winter is the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Autumn is the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel overall, looking at this, that you have placed work at the forefront of your life. This one says here, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. I feel that a lot of you perhaps prefer being alone, that you are literally self-employed or have started up some sort of small business, and you've really focused on building something tangible in your life. For some of you, that's something literal, like building a house, because the Pentacles are all about the physical, about money, about your physical investments, and that includes the investment of your time and your energy. So you've really invested in something physical. You've worked long hours, you've made things happen. You could physically, if you're self-employed, you possibly physically make things like furniture or clothes, or are involved in the process of something physically being made. You have pursued new ideas and new truths with the Ace of Swords. You've had lots of challenges, but you're like, no, you've had eureka moments and you've pursued a new idea, even new inventions. I feel that a lot of the people here have had, in the UK we call it like having like a shed entrepreneur, or like a kitchen entrepreneur. You've done things from home and built up something like a little business, or that you sell on eBay or Etsy or something, things that you make. And that's really been what you've focused on, successful projects and your career. Okay. Yeah, I feel that's all that's there. I think really for you, quite clearly, with the 2 Pentacles and the two aces, that it's about new ideas, new plans, and then working hard at them. Really working hard, and you're reaping the rewards. So you're probably at the point now where you can ease off the pedal of this, and sort of found that you can spend a bit more time on other things in your life apart from these new ideas and these new businesses, or the pursuit of them, or whatever. Or some of you might have just been raising a family and letting the kids grow up. So these three things here are the things that are going right for you. So the things that you're doing right in your life, the things that are attractive about you to other people, and the actions you're taking that are going to help you in your quest to find love. So we've got the Lovers, the Two of Wands, and the King of Cups. So that's really good. That's really good. The Lovers, obviously very nice to see in a love reading, but it's what you're doing right. So I would take that is that you're actively pursuing a permanent, long-term, stable love with the right person. I don't think you're looking out to just meet anybody. You want to meet the right person for you, and that you are the right person for them. It's a relationship of equals. It's a relationship that's filled with passion, love, care, and investment. You've proven that you can invest time and energy into things, and this is what you're looking for. And people see that in you, that you're attractive because that's what you're looking for. You know what you want and you're confident with it, and that's attractive. So we've got the Two of Wands, so it's like two passions and a decision. So some of you may have an option of two lovers that you've got to choose between, and that for you is good. You will choose the right one. I'm confident of that you'll choose the right person. But what's going for you is that you're ready to make a choice, that you will weigh up the options and you will see the value of both, and you will make the correct choice for you. It won't be the wrong one. And we've got the King of Cups, which is the highest sort of cups, emotional energy, and because you're emotionally well balanced, you're emotionally mature, you're emotionally, sensible. You're not going to have any dramatic childish moments where you throw a tantrum or anything. You know what it's about. This relationship will work because you're a grown up and you're ready to be a grown up with another grown up. You don't want any kid messing about and interfering with your life. You want a man or a woman, that's a completely fully formed energy. I suspect that you've had previous relationships and you've let that slide for a bit. So you haven't really dated actively, possibly in a few years, where you focused on your job. You've perhaps had a few bad relationships, not necessarily emotionally damaging ones that never really led anywhere, that you just went out for a bit and it sort of fizzled out, or you both moved on and you accepted it was over. But they were disappointing nonetheless. So you decided, well, I'm going to focus on this new business, this new work, this new idea, or simply focusing on your family, friends, and just going to work and surviving, and you've not worried about it. But now you're ready for the big romance. And your emotional steadiness, maturity, emotional wisdom, you're intuitive, you're the calm in the storm. Look at him, he's so calm. There's all this chaos going around him. And I suspect quite creative as well. So that's what's going for you. That's what makes you really attractive and what you're doing right in your life, that you're taking it seriously. You're open to meeting someone new that's right for you, and that you will invest yourself into it. So these three things are what you can do actively in the pursuit of love to open yourself up to it and to find the love that you want and deserve. So we've got express your love. Make sure you can see that. We also have codependency and ask your angel. So yeah, express your love is quite easy. You got to get out there and try and find someone. Some of you will have a person in mind that you already feel that you've met the right person. Got the Lover's card, remember? It's what you're doing right. So you need to tell them, or at least ask them out on a date, or suggest that, like, if that's quite intimidating, say, oh, why don't we go off and see this movie? I can't find anyone else at once. Why don't me and you go? Or, does anybody want to come and have this meal with me? Just doing things, just generally. You don't have to come out straight off and say, I think you're the one for me. That might be a bit too strong depending on the other person. But you can, make a romantic gesture, show your interest. Whatever you're comfortable with, you know what's too scary for you and what would make you blow it, ruin the opportunity. And you know what you can handle and what would work with that person. If there isn't anyone on the scene, you need to get out there and show that this is what you're looking for. So join a dating agency or a dating app, or go to local venues where they've got speed dating events. Go to places where it's obvious you want to meet someone and not for casual sex or a short-term relationship, where you're going to meet grown-up people that are also looking to settle down, looking for what you're looking for. We've got codependency, which is addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, this is something you should do. So why is it saying that? Because that's a bad idea. Do not become addicted to something at all. But what it's saying is, I feel that you're very, very much a loner and very independent. You're used to being the boss and doing things your own way. And what you need to cultivate is doing something with someone else, listening to them, taking their thoughts and feelings and desires into consideration, and being part of a couple. Not codependent, which is not healthy, but in some way being dependent. So if you're adamant that you will drive yourself everywhere, if after a few dates and you feel a bit comfortable with this person, don't be afraid to let them drop you off home. Just something along that lines is, don't be fiercely independent. Be open to, I suppose, being a little bit vulnerable. This is when you're comfortable with the person. Don't do anything you're uncomfortable with. Know your own boundaries. And you'll learn their boundaries, and then you'll communicate. So we've got ask your angels. Now, for some of you, if you believe that, it literally is your angels or your guardian angels or the people that watch over you. For others of you that maybe have a more grounded, practical thought about angels, it's just the people around you that you love and trust. Your parents, siblings, good friends, therapists, doctors, people that you trust that look out for you and want the best for you. So ask them, how they can help you. Can they help you? Can they give you any insight because they know you? Do they know anybody that's had a crush on you or that would be right for you and that you could be in a decent relationship with them? Something like that. Open up to the people around you about what you desire and what you want, that you're ready now to find a partner and open up to a relationship. So I really hope that's helped you. Please let me know in the comments section if it resonates and makes sense. Please take very good care of yourself, and thank you for listening. Bye. Hello, this is for everybody that chose reading 3. So, first things first, remember to take anything that resonates with you and leave aside that which does not, because these 3 cards are the obstacles to you finding love, the love that you desire, the partner that you desire. It could be actions that you take, choices that you make, the priorities that you make in your life, what you focus on far too much at the expense of other things. It could be external issues that are affecting you being able to find love. Okay. Now, don't remember, it doesn't mean that you're a terrible person that there are these obstacles. It just means that you're not finding love because of these things. So we've got the 3 of Winter, which is the 3 of Swords. We have the King of Spring, which is the King of Wands, and the 5 of Spring, which is the 5 of Wands. Okay, so straight off, 3 of Winter, 3 of Swords. Some of you have suffered some sort of pain possibly, but I think overall 3 of Swords for me has always meant emotional control. It's the 3 swords in the heart. And you're going to naturally think that it's heartbreak, and it can mean that, but really overall it's about controlling. It's about using your thoughts and words to control emotions in some way, like I'm not afraid of doing this thing, or I'm not going to let you hurt me anymore. And you control the pain and the fear in your life. So I think for a lot of you, you have closed yourself off emotionally to finding love. The message is reach out to others for comfort and love. You will go stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. See, it's about controlling your emotions. Sometimes that's a negative, that you control the things that you need to resolve in your emotional life. And I feel for a lot of you that's what you've really done. Maybe you've had a painful childhood that's not set you up in the best way for life. Some of you have had poor relationships, or even a really bad relationship, or a really, really bad breakup, or just general failures of not realising your ambitions maybe. But something's happened and it's caused you to become closed off emotionally to people, maybe absolutely everyone apart from the absolute very nearest and dearest. And even for some of you, it includes your nearest and dearest. You don't open up to them. But I think for lots of you, you're really you're not having anything to do with meeting people. So that's your obstacle, closing off emotionally. We've also got the King of Spring, King of Wands. So we've got a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. This draws me to saying that you like to be the boss. The Spring, the Wands, is all about passion, drive, energy, go get it, it's going to happen. It's all about the exciting things, that emotions that make things happen. And I think for you, it's all about being the boss. And what causes me to say that exclusively is that you got the Five of Spring, the Five of Wands, which is being really competitive. It's about being in competition with people. It can be competitive within a team. And we've got overly ambitious people here. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions. I think you like to stand out from the crowd. I think if you're in a business meeting, you have to disagree with everybody. Actually, I think about it in this way. And you want to make sure that you get all the promotions, that you don't like it if other people are praised maybe. You like to be in control. You like to be the leader. You don't mind being a thorn in the side of people. You're happy to be contentious, and you will argue your point, and that's very easy for you because you've closed off emotionally. So the obstacle for you really is that I feel awful saying this, but I think you could at times be a nightmare to be around, that you're really overly defensive as well, I suspect. That everything's got to be a competition, that you've got to be the top of the ladder. People, with your friends, and they'll be saying, what bar should we go to? Where should we go for something to eat? You have to make sure it's where you want to go, or that you're the one. It comes across that you've made the decision. That it's maybe all about you. And I think this is rooted from this pain, that you've built this protective shell around yourself because you got hurt once and you haven't really gotten over it. For some of you, you've not got over this pain, whatever it caused it, whatever it is. You've not got over it, and it's caused you to become overly defensive, so that you have to be in charge, you have to be the boss, you have to be the leader. For some of you, you're just absolutely obsessed with getting to the top of your field in whatever it is. It's something competitive, your job, I bet. It's something where you have to be, you're sort of, to get to the top of the pole, to be the CEO, you've got to be really creme de la creme. Okay, so yeah, that's what your problem is. It's all about you, making sure that you're the boss, that you're the authority, that you're never going to get any kind of nasty surprises, that everybody's going to recognise that you're the alpha. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Whoever you are, I think you like to be the alpha. You like to be the linchpin of the friendship group. You like to be the one to initiate, You might even do something like, say, I will hire a villa and you can stay, and then you bring food or whatever, because you want to make sure that the villa is to your standards and in the place where you want it. You make it look as though you're being generous and open-hearted, but really what you're doing is saying, oh, I want to make sure my holiday is in the place that I want it to be, and the hotel or like the venue where we're going is absolutely to what I feel I deserve. But it's not all bad. These are what's good about you, what you're doing that is going to help you in your pursuit of love. Because you're not a terrible person just because you're more like this. It's just something that you've emphasized in yourself. You have other qualities that are attractive, and these should show that. So we've got 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and 9 of Cups. Now these are good cards. So what you've got going well for you is that you're a hard worker that likes to pay attention to the details. You could be physically studying something at the moment, maybe gaining extra qualifications. I mean, this might be causing you to be really competitive if you want to be the top of the class with the best grades. Others of you, it's literally to do with your work, that you will work very hard at it and that you really focus on your work and you're a committed employee. Some people might look at you and say, oh, that person's hard work. And I mean, that sort of resonates with what's saying here. But that's attractive to them, that they feel that you're a challenge. That it's not going to be a cushy, easy life with you, that there's going to be a lot of interesting times maybe. There's also the 7 of Pentacles. Now the 7 of Pentacles is about investing in something and then reaping the rewards. You plant your seed in the spring, you take care of it all throughout the summer, and then in the autumn you reap the harvest. So what's attractive about you is the value of investing your time and effort and energy into something, and then your true worth and about getting what you've put in. So the hard work that you put into your love relationship, you'll expect it back. You're not somebody who's going to generously give without thought. These people are going to have to work to keep you happy. You're not going to be unreasonably demanding, because we've got the nine of Cups as well, and this sort of 8 of Pentacles. You know the value of hard work, but you also know that it brings excellent rewards, and that's emphasised with the 9 of Cups, which is the dreams come true, the wishes come true card. It's about complete emotional satisfaction and contentment. I think actually you do have everything that you need and desire, and that shines through you. For somebody, you are literally going to be a dream come true. You are their perfect woman or man if you're a male listening to this. You can get everything you want. You can be happy on your own. Maybe it's self-love that you need to find rather than the love of another person. You need to value yourself and feel self-confident. It's good being competitive, but not to the degree where you're constantly competitive and you're never satisfied with what you get. You're constantly looking for the new challenge, maybe some of you. But you don't need that. What you need to pursue, what you need to embrace is your own satisfaction, your own contentment, that you have everything you need, that you have all surrounded by all these cups, all these people that love you. You have the good career. You can ease off a bit, be a bit happier. So what we've got here are the 3 things that you can do in order to find the love that you desire. Actions you can take, attitudes you can adopt. So we've got true love, attraction, and big happy changes. So true love, you have got to not settle for anyone. A person like you need exactly the right person for you, otherwise it's not going to last. It needs to be true love. That doesn't mean the soulmate love, the love of a lifetime, the Romeo and Juliet love. True love is a love where you really do love that other person almost unconditionally, where they can be themselves and they don't have to change. They can change as they want and develop as they want, because we've got big happy changes, but you're not forced to conform to someone else's ideals. You need a relationship where you and the other person can mature, change and grow and diversify and keep themselves active and progressing through life. Attraction. You need to enjoy your life and enjoy the moment. Relax. You need to relax and let go of this this desire to be at the top of the pile. You know, for some of you that means, no, I'm not going to come in on Saturday morning and do 5 hours extra unpaid work. I'm going to go into the coffee shop and read that book I've been meaning to read for the past 3 years. Or, no, I'm not going to be on call this weekend because I'm going to go off to a concert with my friends. And you're there having the time of your life, dancing or whatever, and somebody says, oh, I just really fancy you. I just saw you across there dancing, having fun, and I just had to come and speak to you. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the rewards that you have earned through your hard work. Relax. Relax. Big happy changes. You've got to make positive change in your life. Now that really does depend on who you are as an individual and what's going on in your life and what you know in yourself, what you have to leave behind. That might require quite some time and quite some deep thought. This isn't something that you can make a decision today and then tomorrow morning you're going to do it. You need to spend weeks or even months thinking about this. It could take a year for you to shed off the old attitudes and priorities. You might need professional help. Don't be afraid to speak to a therapist or a very good friend or somebody around you to initiate these changes and get the support you need. But what you need to do is make big happy changes. Don't make changes to your fundamental personality that are unsustainable and stop you being the wonderful person that you are. You are yourself and you need to be that. Okay? I hope that's helped you. I hope that's resonated. Please leave me a comment to let me know how it goes. Take very, very good care of yourself and thank you for listening. Bye.